Today is Friday, December 2nd, 2016, and this is Donna Carol, and today I am channeling Jesus the Christ, and we are asking him to bring in information and energy about the times we're living in and the future. So at this time I call in my highest and best channeling and healing guides. I call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, I call in Archangel Ariel, I call in 10,000 protection angels around each one of us and this space. I ask that all negative energies, entities, and thought forms be barred from this space. And we ask that Jesus come in at this time and give us a message meant especially for us. Welcome. It is I, Yeshua, and I am so grateful that you have decided to heed my call and join us tonight. For this will be an energetic distribution of the higher light. This will be a crossroads of sorts for all those in attendance to reach higher and wider states of consciousness. I come through this channel to impart messages of love, of peace, joy, and messages of hope. Many in this day and age are discouraged with what they see all around them. The war, the poverty, the abuse. We all understand and realize that there are serious problems upon the planet Gaia at this time, also known as Terra, also known as Earth. But my message is not one of despair. My message is one of reconciliation. My message is one of hope. Many of you, in fact all of you here, are light workers, bringing down the energy from whence you came. Some of you are bringing down energy from the 12th dimension. Some of you are bringing down energy from the 5th dimension. Some of you are bringing down energy from different galaxies and even different universes. We live in a very, very strange world indeed. And we can say that it will get stranger day by day and week by week, but strange in a good way. As we speak, people, light workers, are moving from third dimensional reality into fifth dimensional reality. Some light workers have been in the fifth dimension since 2012. In fact, they are the way showers, or the ones who have brought down that energy and instilled it into the crystalline grid on Mother Earth. This energy has been prominent in light circles since 2012, but we will tell you that really it was just a small percentage of individuals that could bring in that light and sustain it. They were called to do this. They were the forerunners so that others could catch up to them and eventually get into the fifth dimension and carry that light as well. Now, however, more and more people, light workers, will be entering the fifth dimension every day. Many of you have read about the fifth dimension or know what the fifth dimension is, but we will say that it is a place or a space that one feels unified in the heart. It is, in essence, a living and is an existing from one's own heart. When you are in the fifth dimension and firmly anchored there, you have a great connection with other people through your heart chakra. The mental sphere is secondary. The heart rules. Of course, this is what I taught when I was on the planet 2,000 years ago, but many at that time could not understand the teaching because they were in such density. There are other beings of light upon your planet who exist in higher dimensions. The enlightened masters, of course, are existing in the 12th dimension. But all this talk of dimensions is not really important. What is important is that you firmly open your heart, open your acceptance, and open your being to fully ascend into the fifth dimension as quickly as possible. This is requested by me and by others in the higher realms of light, the different councils that exist in this universe, so that more and more people can come to an understanding that they are here to spiritually progress and to bring the new earth into beautiful fruition. When a certain percentage or a certain number of people are existing in the fifth dimension, there will be a flip of a switch upon your planet. When this will happen, it could be very soon, or it could be in the next few years, but it will be within your lifetimes. You will be transported into the new hologram, or the new earth, which exists on a higher plane of existence. This new earth is an earth that has been healed. Many animals have already gone to this heaven on earth, and they're existing there right now, waiting for their guardians and custodians. We will tell you that this flip of the switch will happen instantaneously, and it will happen unannounced. It will happen when there is a majority of people who can go to the fifth dimension, live there, and sustain that energy. The people who do not ascend to the fifth dimension, and of course we want everybody to ascend to the fifth dimension, but those who cannot maintain the energy will exist here on the old earth paradigm, and that paradigm will dissolve. It will not be in existence in the next 100 years. It is not in the plan. It is not in the plan for Earth. The plan for Earth is to ascend back into the fifth dimension and eventually get into even higher dimensions. But the step from the third to the fifth is very important, as it brings in untold possibilities. It brings in opportunities. When you're in the fifth dimension, you can create from your heart. And if you're creating from a place of love and light, you spread that love and light to all of nature, to all of your brothers and sisters, and you are acting as, you here today are going to and have been acting as catalysts to bring those who are still existing in a lower density up to speed. So my great wish and my great hope for all of you here is to become fully enlightened, and firstly, to start that journey by getting into the fifth dimension. When you make the journey across your heart chakra, Typically, in human terms, it takes usually 10 years to traverse the heart. And all of the karma, samskaras, all of these hardened past habits that we hold that need to be released are released when you cross the heart. When you finish that journey, you get into the high heart. The high heart is the sacred heart, and it is the seat of creation. When you are existing in your high heart, you are able to create, actually with abandon. And those that know this secret are living in the fifth dimension. Of course, from that time, you traverse even further and go up the remaining chakras until you end up in the top of your crown chakra, which shoots up into the soul star at the point of enlightenment. We can tell you that the journey from the high heart to the crown chakra is a piece of cake after you make the journey from the root up into the high heart. Crossing the heart chakra is a treacherous journey indeed, and it can be somewhat painful. But those that have crossed it understand the benefits and the joys that come when you are fully residing in the high heart. I want you to know that I watch and observe each one of you as I am with each one of you energetically. And I can tell you that you have made great, great progress recently in this lifetime, specifically since 2013-14. But the times ahead are going to be even wilder. You are in for a wild ride. We say this with love, but we also say this to prepare you. Because anything that is not living in the light and love of creation will go into the state either instantaneously or gradually of dissolution. This is why you are seeing forest fires, tsunamis, major earth changes, all of these things which are frightening to humans. These are happening, of course, for a reason, and they will be intensifying in the next few years. The beauty is, if you live in the fifth dimension, it's like walking through the world with a coat of light that protects you. If you are meant to be seed sowers on the new earth, and many all here are, if you are meant to bring in your energies and start the new civilization on the new earth, you will be protected from these occurrences that are going to be happening more and more frequently upon this earth. My advice would be, do not get caught up in things that are so-called destructive, as they have their purpose and their meaning. Please do not become attached to political races. Do not become attached to power plays. Do not become attached to the material and worldly things in this dimension, as they will be disappearing pretty much for good. So it behooves you to let the world go up in flames and do your spiritual work. This is what a master told his disciple many years ago, but it is advice that still stands today. So yes, you will see heaven on earth when that instantaneous flip of the switch does come. And we will tell you that it will definitely happen within the next 10 years, but it is malleable because the different timelines that are converging here, the different entities that are involved, it is not set in stone at this particular time. However, when this great transmutation of Gaia takes place, you will feel like you have been transported to heaven, to the heavenly realms. You will be ascended, fully living in the fifth dimension, and some of you will be much, much higher. What does this mean? It means there will be star beings coming down from their ships. There will be star beings coming from other planets, other galaxies, and they will be here to help you rebuild your civilization. So we would like you to not mourn the old earth, because think of buying a piece of property. You found a perfect, lovely piece where you can live with your beloved and you can be happy. However, there is an old shanty, quite decrepit and sad on this property. Now, if you're going to live there, are you going to move into that old shanty and start your new life? Realistically, the answer would be no. You would either tear it down or let it be and then build your new home, your new residence upon the land, and exist there. This is an analogy of what is happening here. We, in the higher realms, do not wish you to live in shanties. We do not want you to be in lack. We do not want you to be in grief. We do not want you to be in disharmony. So when the light beings go to the fifth dimension, it means that all of that karma will have been released. And it will be a time of great celebration and great awakening. Awakening in every single way that you can imagine. Some of you will have access, full access, to the Akashic records. There will be some of you that will be historians of this time upon the planet, and you will be record keepers and scribes and record the great changes that have come about. You will be dealing with star beings. Those of you that come from certain star systems will be reunited with your family members, and you will start to bring down their technology. There will be a technology transfer of sorts from many different groups of star beings. They will come to Earth and they will set up shop and they will call their own. So, for instance, a Syrian mathematician who is also a master astrologer will descend, call his soul family to him, and a new community will spring up where that being from the stars teaches his Syrian cohorts all about astrology and mathematics from the higher realms. So these are times to look forward to and times of great change. We will also tell you that there has been reconciliation in the highest realms of light. One reason why this transmutation upon Earth is possible at this time is because there has been a major reconciliation between the light and the dark at the highest levels of existence. Because of this reconciliation, the new Earth can come into being and human beings will have the opportunity to advance to the highest states of consciousness. Another thing that will happen upon your planet in the next 250 years is that there will be an influx of Venusians who will be coming to your planet to be guides and way showers for Earthlings, for the new Earthlings that will be born here. These Venusians have never been to this planet previously. There have been Venusians here before, specifically in ancient Egypt with the Hathors, but the new Venusians that are coming are of a higher vibration. They are coming here to bring down the Venusian energy and to transmit it to Earthlings. So there will be a renaissance or a rebirth of all the great things that Venusians bring to the galaxy, which means refined foods, refined art, refined music, and everything that is beautiful and lovely. These beings are quite excited and looking forward to their mission, which will begin on Earth after that instantaneous flip of the switch when you will be existing in the fifth dimension. Specifically, these Venetians will be teaching and modeling for the new Earthlings that are coming to the planet and born in the next 250 years. So there will be a great, great renaissance and rebirth of culture upon your planet, and it will have a major imprint of the Venetian energy. In the next 1,000 years, Earthlings will be again traveling to other galaxies, to the far reaches of the universe, actually. They will learn how to time travel. Some on your planet already know this technology and technique, but it has been well hidden from the average human. However, the technology for time traveling will come back when, again, you go into the fifth dimension. So you will have the opportunity to go forward in time, backward in time, with your solar and galactic guides. You will have a myriad of choices about what you want to do in the future, where you want to go, what you would like to study. Some of you will actually be time traveling back into the past and going into different cultures to implant technology, new ideas, and also to bring healing energy back to ancient Earth, and also to bring in star guides, star maps. Some of you will be traveling back in time to assist those who are still evolving. Some of you will be traveling to the future. You will have the opportunity to go to Earth 1,000 years in the future or 2,000 years in the future, and you will have the opportunity to study what you have physically implemented on the planet during your lifetime. So, for instance, there could be a botanist that has come from the stars, and her specialty is botany, and she has been working on seeds, and maybe she has brought in new energy and new technologies to plant different types of seeds upon the new Earth. She will have the opportunity to go 1,000 years in the future and study her work from that vantage point. In other words, she will have the ability to see what botanists have done with her work, the seeds, how they have been genetically engineered or utilized, and how people are utilizing the plants 1,000 years in the future. Of course, eventually you will outgrow physicality, and you will no longer have the need or the desire to incarnate in physical form. When you go to the fifth dimension as a whole, you will feel much lighter. There will be instantaneous healings if you have issues with arthritis, or perhaps issues with gout, or, for instance, or other types of chronic fatigue or other types of health problems. When you get to the fifth dimension, with the technology from the star beings, and also with the new energy coming through, there will be massive healing. And Earthlings will live much longer. If they choose, they will live like the ancients did upon your planet, hundreds of years, if that is their choice. So these are very, very exciting times, and it sounds like a fairy tale or perhaps a science fiction novel, but I can assure you that these possibilities exist in very real time, and they are coming up quite rapidly. So be prepared, because you are going to be jet propelled into the future. It is going to be coming very, very quickly. Hold on, call in your guides, have faith, and know that you are here at this time in the divine plan as an intricate and important part of making the fifth dimensional reality available to the greatest number of people. Your way showers, your dogs and your cats, the ones who have demonstrated unconditional love to you and who have been there for you, the horses and so on and so forth, during your journeying in the third dimension, will be with you in the fifth dimension, and you will be completely telepathic with them. You will understand what they are saying to you in your minds and vice versa. And you will at that point realize how greatly evolved they truly are, and how they have, in more than one way, laid the way for you to ascend to very high rates of consciousness. Many of them are star beings who have decided to take on animal bodies to be guides for their humans. And this was a sacrifice on their part, but also something that gave them great joy, as they knew how important it was for the human being as they went into the fifth dimension. So at this time, we just say, hold on to your hats, you're in for a great ride, it's going to be a lot of fun, and you're all going very high very quickly. And so I am going to stop talking, and now we are going to do some energy work, and we are going to bring you into a higher dimensional state, and I am going to bring in healing for you so that you can release as much as possible to ascend even quicker, as quickly as possible. So if you don't mind, go ahead and get into a meditative state. And we ask that you call in your loved ones. Please call in your guides, those that you feel closest to on the spiritual realm. We also invite you to call in family members or any other people that are close to you. Call in their higher self so that they can participate in this experience as well. So at this time, I ask you to open your soul star, which is a foot usually above your head. Please open that chakra, which keeps your etheric blueprint, which is the instructions or your book of instructions for your incarnation here upon planet Earth. Please open that. Thank you. We also ask you to go through your chakra system and open yourselves to the healing energy coming from the 12th dimension. Go ahead and open your crown chakra. Very nice. Open your third eye. And as you do this, the guardian angels are adjusting and balancing the rates or the vibration that the chakras are spinning at and getting you harmoniously toned. Know that the angels are working with you as the channel speaks. Also, open your throat chakra. Your heart, making sure that seat of creativity, the high heart, is very open, as this is going to be cleansed and uplifted. Opening the solar plexus, the navel chakra. Please open the root chakra. And now we ask the angels to come in, and we ask them to balance each chakra and adjust the frequency and vibration. Now we ask you to send a cord of light, green in color, from your root chakra all the way down to the healing crystal temple of Mother Earth, which exists in the 5th dimension. Also, the Akashic records are held in those crystal halls in the center of the earth. The Earth's Akashic records, which of course keeps the history of each human that has existed upon your planet. Very good. Now we ask the angels to fully cleanse each chakra, and we ask that the Kundalini, which is in various parts of each person's body here, but we ask that the Kundalini become activated and lit. And now we ask, with the angels moderating the tempo and also the speed, we ask that the Kundalini come up from Earth's crystal core into your root chakra and up your entire system through all of the chakras into your crown chakra and up into your soul star. And do not be worried about an over stimulation of the Kundalini, as the angels are moderating how much and how quickly you can assimilate this energy. But know that the Kundalini burns off karma, so if you have residual karma that needs to be released, it will be facilitated. The release will be facilitated by lighting the Kundalini. Now we ask for the chakras in the hands to open and the chakras in the feet to open. And we ask for the Christ energy to come down into your high heart initially. And we ask that the angels spread it within your entire energetic bodies, to all of your chakra systems, your endocrine system, your master gland system, and we ask for a complete etheric cleanse of your entire being at this time. We ask that you bring in more light, bring in as much light as you can sustain, coming from the 12th dimension, but dropping into each dimensional state, taking on different hues and different colors as it does so. We ask for the angels to come inside your heart chakra and to open it further, as you will be implanted and downloaded with stellar energy very particular to your own unique soul mission. And now, with your soul star open, we ask that you receive etheric implants, directions for your next step upon your solar journey and your journey into enlightenment. We ask for energetic implants to be brought directly into your heart chakra from your highest guides possible. These are codes that are like seeds going into your heart chakra, and they will sprout when appropriate. And they are being angelically placed and disseminated at this time. If you are feeling emotional or spacious, this is all part of the process, and we ask that you do not hold on to anything that can be released at this time for your own development and well-being. And now we lift you high out of the 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 11th dimensions, and we place you in the angelic realms, and we ask you to imagine your own particular, special, healing, crystalline enclosure. Imagine yourself encased in a crystalline healing temple that is designed and was designed especially for you. And please go inside this crystalline temple. It can be small or large. It can be a stone that you resonate with. It can be amethyst, selenite, citrine, whatever you feel that would benefit you at this time. And the angels are placing a ruby upon your third eye. This ruby is meant to stimulate wisdom, knowledge, and it is also meant to directly connect you with your heart so that your mind and heart work in unison and that conflict between the two dissolve. And so please rest inside your crystalline chamber of healing, and as you do, we ask you to open up your ears, your outer ear, your middle ear, your inner ear. And we ask that the energy between the two open eardrums meet at the center of your pituitary gland. And now we ask for toning from the angelic realm to come inside your ears and to connect you through sound to their dimension and to facilitate the full decalcification of your pineal gland and your pituitary gland. All of your glands inside the middle of the brain. And if you cannot hear this energy, even if you do not feel this energy, know that those in the higher realms, the angelic realms, are working on your healing and soul expansion at this time. And as you are liberating yourselves, go ahead and take 5 minutes and meditate in this divine light as your angelic guides upload you with information very particular to your own soul's journey. And at this time we ask for the divine light of God to be placed upon our hearts, within our minds, and within our souls. And we ask that you meditate upon the divine love and the divine light of God, for whatever that means to you. And as you sit in meditation, the channel will come around and you will receive a blessing upon your crown coming from Christ to facilitate growth and the expansion of your soul. So just relax, and she will be coming around to each of you individually. now we ask that you come back to your center. We ask that you end conscious communication with the angelic realm. Go ahead and dissolve your grounding cord from your root chakra into Mother Earth. Go ahead and dissolve that energy link and let it go into the ethers. And go ahead and shut down or dissolve the energy lines emanating from your chakras into the higher realms of consciousness. And we ask that you come back fully grounded and centered. We ask that the angels make sure that everything is put back in the highest place, in the highest expression possible. You've been lifted. We ask that you take this energy, the catalyst for entering the fifth dimension. Please continue to move in that direction. If you would like to get there faster, please call on your angelic guides, call on the Christ, and we will assist you in that regard. And now, go ahead and come back into your bodies. Go ahead and shake your fingers and your toes. Get yourself back physically, and open your eyes, and bring yourselves back, and wake up. Okay, and I, Donna Carol, am conscious communication with the Christ, and I want to thank him for being here, and I want to thank all of the angels and all of the star beings, and I did see a master here as well, which was really nice. Okay, and I want to thank you. Again, there's coffee, tea, cookies, some candy, so help yourselves.
Thank you.
And salad, of course. Mainly for abundance and love. Yeah, abundance, love, and they were a little bit different for people, but they were abundance, love, and prosperity, and just help us happen. It's really exciting.